And then Let It Go for Margot Leitman.
I didn't even get the hot dog. Okay. Okay. So let's take a minute to talk about Reese's peanut butter cups, right? They are amazing, okay? But it's not just Reese's peanut butter cups that are completely unbelievable to me. It's the holiday edition. It's the pumpkin. It's the tree. It's the heart. And it's the egg. And I'll tell you why, because it's a higher ratio of peanut butter to chocolate that makes it far superior to any cup. There are no ridges. It is all middle. I live for them. Right now we're in a period of darkness. Between egg and pumpkin, there's nothing. You start right around September, things start looking up. The pumpkin's coming. I know everything's going to be fine. The day after Halloween is amazing. Why? Because they go on a half price. You have the option of half-price pumpkins or full-price trees. It's amazing. Then after the trees, half-price trees, full-price hearts. After the hearts, half-price hearts, full-price eggs. Then darkness. So this past winter, I was living in New York. We were in the period of half-price hearts, right before full-price eggs, which is when I start to get a little anxious, because I don't do too well in the period of darkness. I'm what many may call an emotional eater. So I'm home. I have an 8-pack. I believe I have an 8-pack of half-price hearts. Everything's going fine, and my phone rings. And it's my mother with very sad news. She's called to tell me that our beloved great aunt, Aunt Lucille, has died at 86. And Aunt Lucille was our family's favorite aunt, and it was very devastating, and I start crying, and my mother's like, I know, she was my favorite aunt too, and we're crying, and we're on the phone, and it's very devastating. And I hang up, and obviously I go right for the heart, the Reese's heart, because I think this is going to make everything better. If I just eat my Reese's heart, I can eat away the pain, and I'm going to feel okay about my Aunt Lucille dying. And I go to find the Reese's heart, the 8-pack that I believe I have, and they're gone. And then the crying really starts. And now I'm weeping, and there's things being thrown, and I want to make a collage about my memories. Everything's sad. And I call my husband at work, who was at the time working at an investment bank. And I call him, and I say, Dan, I'm so upset. Aunt Lucille has just passed away. And he goes, oh, Margot, I'm so sorry. I know she was your favorite aunt. We had so much fun with her at our wedding. I go, I know. I'm really, really upset. And did you eat all of my Reese's hearts? And he goes, what? I go, you heard me. Did you eat all of my Reese's hearts? And he goes, no. And I go, well, they're all gone. And he goes, well, there were 4 left, and I had 4. Which I guess somewhere in his brain means there were originally 8, so if he only ate 4, he didn't eat them all. So I flip. You guys think I flip before? I flip on the phone. And I'm like, how dare you? You know what? We are getting very close to Easter. Now it's going to be just full price, and then nothing. And my aunt is dead. And I'm like freaking out. And he goes, Margot, you can't call me at work. I work at an investment bank. You cannot call me at work over nonsense like this. I go, oh, nonsense, really? Death is nonsense? Death is nonsense? And he says, are you really calling me about death? And I say, no, actually, I'm not calling you about death. So we hang up, and I'm fuming, and I'm crying, and I'm fuming, and I go for a walk. And on the corner, there's a 24-hour Rite Aid. And I go, you know what, let me just check. Because God forbid we pay full price for those goddamn eggs at a time like this. I look, and the Rite Aid has 2 8-packs of half-price hearts left, and they're open 24 hours. So I feel like if he can somehow get home in time and get these for me, maybe our marriage will be saved. So I go. And I meet him at a party that night, and he gives me the biggest hug when he greets me. And he goes, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm all right." And he goes, "I know how much you loved your Aunt Lucille." I go, "There's a 24-hour Rite Aid on the corner." And everything I just said to you. So after the party, we go to the Rite Aid. We get not one, but 2 8-packs of the Reese's Holiday Hearts for the price of one, may I remind you. I'm elated. I love a bargain more than I love food. And I feel okay until the funeral a few days later. And I'm there, and it's very sad, and we're surrounded by all of these people that loved my Aunt Lucille so much, including me and my mother and my brother and my father and my husband, and her body goes into the ground. I cry, and my husband gives me this beautiful hug, and he goes, "It's okay, sweetie, it's okay." And all I can think to myself, you know that moment, like when you're not supposed to think about something, you know, like in Ghostbusters with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Like I'm trying to be in the moment, and I'm crying, and I'm looking at her 5 children, and I'm trying, and all I can think in this horrible moment is, thank God this happened in between the time between heart and egg. Because if this happened in the period of darkness between egg and pumpkin, I have no idea how I would have handled this. Thank you.
Margot Leitman. Awesome.